Hi, my name is Anna, and I'm a first-year medical student at University of Hawaii's John A. Burns School of Medicine here on Oahu. And I feel very fortunate to be able to apply to the Ignited Life Foundation scholarship, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about myself today. So, I'm born and raised on Maui in Makawao, and I went to Kankakaualike High School, and then after graduating I went to Chapman University in Southern California for my undergraduate degree. And I got my degree in health science with an emphasis in physical therapy. When I entered college I was undecided, so my pathway to medicine is a little bit non-traditional. I wasn't sure that I wanted to be a doctor. When I was little, that's not really what I envisioned for myself. But I graduated with my bachelor's, and I applied to physical therapy schools, and I got accepted to one all the way out on the East Coast, and I wasn't really excited about it, so I decided to take a year off and just work. So I worked as a medical scribe in Maui Memorial's emergency department, and there I worked side by side with doctors, saw patients with them, really learned about the flow of the ER, and got to see what nurses do, PAs, nurse practitioners, techs, and it was really eye-opening to me, and also seeing the types of patients that come through. So I kind of expected, lots of traumas, heart attacks, strokes, but that's not all that you see in the ER. So we saw a lot of patients with chronic illness that just maybe didn't have a primary care physician, and so I realized that the physician shortage here and access to care on Maui and in Hawaii in general is just really significant. So I kind of realized through working with the docs that a way to combine my love for science and the human body and my want to contribute back to the community kind of all comes together well as being a physician. So I decided to change my route and take the MCAT, study for the MCAT, and apply to medical school. So I took a couple more gap years off, and I got into University of Hawaii, and I'm so happy I didn't have to leave home again. So I've been very fortunate to stay here for medical school, and I think something special about programs like Ignited Life is that for me, one of the hardest things applying to medical school and just deciding that I wanted to be a doctor is that it's very intimidating, and you kind of think it's a hard road to get there. It's very competitive, but everyone, if you put your mind to it, you can do it. And I think programs like this that kind of support and motivate students from rural places like Maui are really special. So we need that to help us fill the physician shortage. And so I'm in medical school now. I finished my first year, and right now I'm kind of interested in emergency medicine and OBGYN. So for residency I may have to go away to the mainland, but I do intend to come back to Hawaii and specifically Maui to practice after residency. And I just think it's really important that local kids, once you're out there trained and stuff, that you do come back to your community, because it's the people that raise you and help support you that got you to this point today. And and so that's kind of my overarching plan. And but basically in my first year I've really enjoyed it so far. It's like drinking water from a fire hose, they say, is that so much information thrown at you at once, but it's really interesting to learn about just all the things your body's doing, all the things that can go wrong, and how to help fix them. So the journey so far to becoming a doctor has been really awesome and enjoyable for me. So I really appreciate programs like this that help students like me attain their dreams of becoming a physician and contributing back to the community. So thank you so much for listening.